It's good, y'all. It's your boy Cozy Boy Don. We back with another episode of the Cozy Corner. Um,
Yes, indeed.
Today is a special day. Hit 50 subs today, so thank you to everybody. We're gonna snap it up for everybody. Snap it up for everybody. I appreciate everybody watching, supporting, and this is just the beginning. We're gonna be continuing to grow, and before you know it, we might be at 100, then we hit 500, then we at a K, and then we just keep
Yeah.
going on and on from there. So, big appreciation, big thank you to everybody who's been watching.
Indeed.
Hope you continue to enjoy the content because it's gonna keep coming. All right, so this week in football, we're gonna talk basketball too. But we're gonna talk more basketball than football because football has been mid, college and NFL. We're gonna start with college football
At
first.
least.
We're gonna start with college football first. Michigan and Michigan State was actually fun. Movie.
Yeah.
They ended up Michigan State had a comeback win, ended up winning 36-33, right?
37-33.
37-33. It looked bad for Michigan State early because Michigan actually was throwing the ball and getting somewhere with it.
McNamara.
Cade McNamara came out, and Jarrell Anthony had a big game. A freshman
Yeah.
playing at the crib too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did hear him say that. He was from
East
East
Lansing.
Lance.
Show it out in front of the fam. The running
With that number
game
one
was icy,
With them Jordan jerseys.
bro. Michigan got top tier uniforms.
Indeed.
This with the wings on the helmet, and then it's heavy. It's tough.
Iconic.
But that's not the story of the game. The story of the game is Kenneth Walker, the third.
Indeed.
Kenneth Walker, the
The
third,
third.
solidified itself as the Heisman favorite as of right now.
Indeed.
23 totes, 197 yards, and 5 touchdowns. I said touchdowns.
He was
5
teaching out
touchdowns.
there.
That running back one-on-one.
Mhm.
Put that foot in the ground and it's out of there.
Yeah, he really was cutting up.
He had like 2 different like touchdown runs where he got there, he just cut up, and he was gone. 2 of them.
Believe him.
So that was the game of the day. We had another game that was closer than we expected it to be, which was Penn State going to Ohio State. 33-24 was the final score. Ohio State pulled out the dub, so credit to them. But
Indeed.
more credit probably to Penn State's defense. Penn State's defense was as advertised. They shut them down for the most part.
Yeah.
The game kind of got wide open when after Ohio State finally broke through and Chris Olave had a touchdown. They forced a fumble and returned that bitch for a touchdown. And once they did that, it was 17-7, and then after that, it was kind of just like Ohio State was in control for the rest of the game. Nothing too much else to talk about from that game. It wasn't a spectacular performance by anybody. And next, we're gonna keep it in the Big Ten. Iowa. We smoking on that Iowa pack, that Hawkeye pack. They got smoked again by Wisconsin. On the road this time, though. At least they ain't losing home again.
Yeah.
It was
Wisconsin defense nice too.
27-7. And I didn't really watch the game, but I seen it going. I was like, what the fuck? Really?
From the beginning.
It was like, yeah, it was bad. There was nobody really doing any spectacular things as an individual from Wisconsin, but they played good as a team and put that elbow on them. Had him in the L.
Yeah.
And next, Auburn, like you said, took care of Ole Miss at the crib.
Yeah.
Matt Corral had a stinker
No touchdown except for a rushing touchdown.
and a pick. And he only had like 200 yards. So
And is he? They saying he's the number one quarterback prospect.
probably, 'cause this quarterback draft isn't no.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know I'm skipping, but the
No.
Redskins finally gonna have a good draft pick, and there's no quarterback.
You better trade for one. Shit, find one. And go get Tua. Somebody.
I'm
Um,
back.
but speaking of that draft, Oklahoma had a blowout win, and Spencer Rattler got in the game. He was 5 for 5 for like 65 yards and a touchdown. So good for him.
Yeah.
He came in after Caleb Williams had 6 touchdowns. So against Texas Tech,
But Caleb Williams is crazy.
He's a bro. What the fuck?
He's
He's
probably gonna go
really
number
good.
one.
He should.
Yeah.
He definitely should as a freshman already.
Yeah, his time coming. Yeah.
That's just wild, bro. That's just wild, bro.
Just from the leadership tools that we see, going number one.
Mm-hmm. And wrapping up, week 9 is short. No shit really going on. Did you have anything else from week 9 you want to talk about besides before we get to players of the week?
No, not really.
All
Arizona State lost. Didn't
Yeah.
they? Washington State. I didn't see that.
Oh, USC almost lost to Arizona, who hasn't won a game in like 3 years.
Yo, and then I was looking at the games next week. Arizona might. I think they play Cal next week, but Cal actually been playing.
Yeah.
These last couple weeks, so
they might not win a game this year. So
Nope.
I'm hoping y'all get a win though, at least, and give me something, because Arizona's like cool, I guess. All right.
Something awesome.
So for players of the week this week, I mean, is there really a discussion about who's the player of the week?
I don't know. I got the same nigga you got.
You got
That's for sure.
Kenneth Walker III. Already said the stats: 23 carries, 197 yards, and 5 Why do I keep saying touchdowns? Touchdowns. Touchdowns against number 6 Michigan to get them a big dub on their quest to make it back to the playoff. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I do got an honorable mention though.
Shout him out,
bro. And I was looking that BYU Virginia game. That was scoring.
It was like 66 to what? 49.
Like, yeah,
I did see that.
Yeah, we should have watched that. But their running back, his name is Tyler
Algier.
Yeah, 29 carries, 266 yards, 5 touchdowns. Boy was out there.
He was.
And 5 touchdowns was the magic number this week.
I guess so. Shit. For the running backs, you got 5. I'll take 5 too, with a little bit more yards. All right. So after that, we got League Him. My League Him, I got an honorable mention for League Him, but my League Him is Caleb Williams. Like I said, 23 for 30, 400 yards and 6 touchdowns against a good Texas Tech team. Texas Tech is not bad. They're like 5-3, 5-4 now. It's not like they were like 1 and something. So put that young man in the league.
I'm gonna go for my league. And the obvious answer is that boy Kenneth Walker. Yeah, I feel like I don't got anybody else to say this week.
All right, so
I guess the dude for BYU and shit.
Algier,
numbers too. Oh shit, leave him.
So I'll give a shout out to Andrew Anthony. He just talked about him from Michigan, freshman. 6 catches, 155, and 2 touchdowns. And I think that was his first game of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
My first time ever seeing him. League, our 2 wide receivers too. Reed.
Jayon Reed. Jalen Naylor.
Yeah. We both. Yeah.
All right.
Number 1. Yeah, we got that 1-2 combo.
We got the triple threat.
You know
what I'm saying?
Our quarterback can play a little bit finally.
I still don't think anybody's really fucking with Georgia though, because Georgia is like they smacked Florida like bad.
Knew that was gonna happen.
Hit the mic and all that type of shit, bro. I didn't expect it to be that bad. I thought it was gonna be close. I said it was gonna be close.
Yeah, the defense is real, bro.
That's an NFL defense. All right. So for week 10. We got a few games of the week for week 10. Nothing too crazy. I thought my game of the week was this week was gonna be Oklahoma and Baylor, but they play next week, so they don't play Saturday. They play next Saturday, which is gonna be a movie. You know what I'm saying? Because both of those teams are really good. Baylor has a really good defense, and it's gonna be a real test for Oklahoma. So for this week, we got a few. We got like I want to say two trap games possibly. So first, I'm gonna start off with Wake Forest, who's still undefeated in the ACC, the only undefeated team in the ACC, the best team in the ACC, and going on the road to Chapel Hill to go see North Carolina. Now North Carolina's coming off a loss to Notre Dame by 10 on the road, but North Carolina's still a talented team, and they could definitely still beat Wake Forest. So,
hell yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Next, I know if you're looking at the draft board, you know the quarterbacks in this game. Liberty with Malik Willis is going on the road to play Matt Corral and Ole Miss. They played.
How did they schedule that game?
I have no idea. It's because you remember Hugh Freeze was the coach at Ole Miss before he got fired and all this other stuff. So I don't know if they did that beforehand or whatever may have you. I have no clue.
Is he the coach at Liberty or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Anyway, you want this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
So we gonna see which quarterback is the best.
Yeah.
And after that, we got a trap game for your team. You got to go on the road to Purdue, who already beat Iowa. Right. It's a talented team. They lost to Wisconsin, though, which was weird, but
very weird.
You never know. But, yeah, y'all better watch out.
You better watch out.
God damn it, watch out, god damn it.
I think Mel Tucker's going to have us right there. Because, like you said, this is an obvious trap game.
Yeah, because everybody know. This is like, Purdue is, like, good. And and the last one I got is Auburn at Texas A&M. A good SEC matchup. Not teams that's going to win, but teams that are still really, really good.
Yeah.
Auburn's been playing well since that LSU game. And I got a question for you. Because I just thought about this. Auburn has been sneaky good. Not sneaky good. They've been good. Now, they're going to play Alabama probably the last game of the season. Well, not probably. They're going to play Alabama last game of the season. Yeah. Do you think they can actually beat Alabama? With the way they're playing right now? And then Alabama's not going to make the playoff at that point. Not even the SEC championship at that point, I don't think.
Yeah. It'd probably be Auburn in there then, huh? If they win that game.
I think so. I don't know how many losses they have in conference, though. Yeah, let me look. Let me see.
But I think I was thinking that too. That's gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
That what is it called? Iron Bowl.
Yeah, the Iron Bowl.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one this year. Because Alabama, they're not untouchable this year.
Not at all.
So Auburn, they say
they're 6-2. I know they lost to Penn State and they lost to Georgia. So they only got one conference loss.
Yes, that's gonna be a lot of stakes on the line.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where is it this year?
I want to say. Let me look.
Damn, that's really good game.
Auburn is at home.
Auburn. Yeah. Ooh.
This is
at home.
The Saturday after Thanksgiving, the November 27th.
Give it to me right now. If Auburn goes undefeated to that game, I'm taking Auburn.
Okay. They got to beat Texas A&M, and then they got Mississippi State, and after that they got South Carolina.
Where's the game this week? At home?
No, they got to go to Kyle Field.
Right. So they might not even win this week.
Texas A&M is 6-2.
Texas A&M on the same side as Alabama too, and they the ones that beat Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! So
yeah,
Auburn got to win that game.
Yeah.
Both of them games.
It's gonna be a big time game.
Indeed.
So.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man. Sheesh. College football was short and sweet this week. Nothing too much to talk about. We'll probably check back in next week with y'all, but that was it for college football. Next we got NFL. So stay tuned with the Cozy Corner, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we back. So, NFL. Another weird week. Just weird. It's weird shit happening everywhere. Week 8 was fun, though, in some of the games. I wouldn't say all of them. There was some stupid shit going on. There was, just blowouts. There was games of ineptitude. Games of just people not knowing what they're doing. So, we finna talk about some of it. Now, the first game we going to start off was probably the best game of the week, which is the Packers and the Cardinals. Thursday night football.
And that game had no business being on Thursday.
Hey, man, sometimes you gotta put the good games on Thursday. Get the week started, right?
At least one, I guess. They should have put us on Thursday. Us versus the Broncos.
That game was ugly.
That shit was terrible.
It was ugly. But the Packers had, the Packers impressed me with that dub because it's They were down Devontae, and they were down some other guys. I'm not remembering who else was down.
Lazard.
They didn't have their top 3 receivers, and they still won. That shit is crazy. And their defense, somewhat contained Arizona, but I don't know who to blame like for Arizona for that pick. That last pick, was it AJ Green fault? Was it Kyler Murray for not telling him, or like was it an RPO? Was he not expecting the ball?
They done had D-Hop going in and out the whole game.
Yeah, I don't know what
specific reason.
Well, he was hurt. He said he had a hamstring injury, but he wanted to play, and they didn't want him to play. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Throwing the ball in the last play.
You're at the goal. You're the goal line, but hey, AJ's 6'4". He that's at this point in his career, that's his specialty. So I don't know why he didn't expect the ball though.
Because I don't know if D-Hop was on the floor or not, but if D-Hop out there, I'm not really expecting the ball either.
My thing is, I'm thinking that he's thinking this a run. Because he was like fake blocking him, just trying to take him up to take him like to the back of the end zone.
That shit is terrible.
That's a fucking terrible way to lose your first game of the season.
What the heck? Larry Fitzgerald's still on the team, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't know what that's. He didn't officially retire. I don't know if he's on the team. I don't know shit about shit with Larry Fitzgerald right now. They keep it 100 with you.
I mean, if I need one ball, I'm throwing it to Larry before AJ. What has AJ done in the last 5 years? Larry hasn't.
What I'm saying though, at least AJ's played this year and he's got multiple jump ball touchdowns. Mm-hmm. So
that was some AJ Green shit right there that I ever seen. That shit. You know, on top of that, I had the money on D-Hop to score the touchdown. The nigga, he scored a touchdown on the first drive, or whatever that was. But he wanted to grab the man face mask and shit. Then he don't play for the rest of the game. Oh yeah, I'm done with this shit.
All right. So moving on from that game, which was crazy, to a crazier game on Sunday, the Titans and the Colts. That was an excellent game. Indeed. There was some stupid shit that happened towards the end of the game, but the Colts, bro, Michael Pittman is really fucking good. Oh my God.
2 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Oh my God. He's a monster. And what he did last week against the 49ers before that, and what he did to the Ravens. You talk, hey man. He's in his second year, right? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say there's no way he's a rookie. But hey, the Colts look good. They just gotta win games, bro. They had this game. And
had the Ravens game too. What are they, 3-5? Mm-hmm. That's 2 games, 5-3.
Yeah, easily.
They don't. And the Titans, they don't play the Titans no more. They lost 10.
Yeah, so division look like it's wrapped up now. They're gonna have to try to fight for the wild card. Yeah, I hope they get in because they're a good team.
The Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They got a solid defense. They got running backs. Carson Wentz is actually competent. Yeah. And they got receivers. If T.Y. Hilton can stay healthy, I hope he stays healthy because he keeps getting hurt.
Time for him to retire.
It sucks. But let's talk about the stupid shit that Carson Wentz did at the end of the game. It was a tie game. The Titans punted the Colts the ball. They have the ball, what is it, like a 3-yard line. And they're trying to run a tunnel screen. And usually on a tunnel screen, the quarterback is going to wait for a while so the other line can get out to block. So he did that. And pressure is going to come, so you got to kind of like just dump it off fast like this. Now, Carson Wentz, I don't know if they played the screen well. I can't remember what happened. I guess they played the screen pretty well. Somebody was out there because he didn't throw the ball. So he holds onto the ball, and then there's 3 Titans next to him. He's like spinning around. He just throws it after pump faking. And then
that's when Bayard got the pick.
No, it wasn't Bayard. I think it was I don't remember, but it was Amani Hooker. I want to say he came. No, it's not Malik. He came up and just took that bitch and ran into the end zone. Now,
You gotta put that play on
No,
the
no,
screen.
no. Oh yeah. Now, while that is stupid, that was actually probably the best of the bad decisions, because if you think about it, if he takes the sack, it's a safety, and you're down by 2 points, but the Titans get the ball back. Yeah. So it's like, and if he was to throw it away, it would have been intentional grounding in the end zone. It would have been a safety.
So hold on, you telling me they was in the end zone, on their end zone?
Yeah, it was like the Colts 3-yard line.
This shit not mad, nigga.
Hey,
why are we running screens at the 3? R3. That shit ridiculous.
You gotta ask Frank Reich. You gotta ask Frank Reich about that. I have no idea, bro. I don't call the shots, so I just react to them. That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
Now, Derrick Henry did get hurt in this game. He's probably out for the season. I don't know. They didn't say what the exact injury was. They said it was his foot. I don't know if it was he broke his foot or whatever may have you. But they signed Adrian Peterson yesterday.
Yes, sir.
That boy AP. How much does this affect their playoff chances?
I think they're good. I think the Colts still in it though. Mm-hmm. Now that with no Derrick Henry, Colts still in it. And then the Titans play the Rams next week Sunday night.
Yeah.
No Derrick Henry, that's gonna be a good game. So they probably gonna lose that game without Derrick Henry. So
yeah.
The Colts still in it. The Colts is still in it. Even though they got 2 losses to the Titans, they still in it just because of that injury.
I mean, I don't think they can make up the deficit in the division though. So they'll probably have to get to a wild card. But I was specifically talking about the Titans, like. Once the Titans made the playoffs, probably as a division winner, without Derrick Henry, how potent can they be? Can they make it to the Super Bowl?
No, without Derrick Henry, they're not winning the game.
Okay.
But this is why you bring in Julio Jones, right?
Exactly.
So.
And AJ Brown ate in that game too.
Yeah.
I
guess they put it on Ryan Tannehill. Really, if the Titans end up playing the Chiefs in the first round, it's over with for the Titans. So it really just depends on who the Titans meet in the first round.
Yeah, because they could get the Ravens, not the Ravens. They could get possibly the Ravens. It could be the Bengals. It could be the Bills. It could be anybody. Now, I don't know, bro. Because I still think they're a really really good team even without Derrick Henry. Just because
you just never seen it.
That's a fact. And when it gets cold outside, you want to have a guy that can tote the ball. But it's
AP.
But at the same time, it's like you kind of figured this will happen sooner or later with Derrick Henry because he's had 3 2,000-yard seasons and never got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like sooner or later, my nigga, it's gonna have to happen.
But I hope this is not the
decline.
Yeah, the start of something.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's just one injury and that's it.
Yeah. So moving on from that madness to more madness, the Bengals go to New Jersey and lose to the Jets.
Should the Jets beat the Titans too, huh?
They beat 2 of the best teams in the AFC.
Man, they trying to get them some wins.
Shout out to Robert Saleh and them. Yeah. They came ready to play. They were on it from the jump. And credit to them because once the Bengals started swinging back, some teams would have folded and just gave it up. And they would have just been like, damn, we just took the L because they're back in the game now. But the Jets stayed with it. They stayed. They fought to the end. And they won. But there was some bullshit.
There was some bullshit.
On that last drive, they called an unnecessary roughness, helmet to helmet, on the defense when the offensive player lowered his head into the defensive player who was trying to tackle the guy at his legs.
And you got to put that on the video too, man.
15 yards. Automatic first down. He didn't even hit him in the head with his head at all.
No, that's bad.
It's terrible, bro. It's fucking
I wasn't
terrible.
Too upset though, because the Bengals shouldn't have been in that situation. So
yeah.
That's what they.
And officiating was kind of bad on Sunday too. Like the roughing the passer calls, it was. In all the games was just like, what the fuck is happening? So,
they looking for new refs. I go ref.
Shit, I will never be a referee.
Why not? That shit tough.
So look, you can be on the field, but as soon as you make a call and motherfuckers is like, man, that's some fucking bullshit. What the fuck are you looking at? All that other kind of shit. I'm not. No.
Yeah, I mean, they can't touch me.
But I'm still nah. That's too much pressure for me.
I ain't gonna call no crazy.
That's still. See, if I was a ref, I wouldn't be calling like no pass interference and nothing like that. I'd be letting niggas go at it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, unless that shit was really blatant. I'm not calling no pass interference.
Because I hate that shit. Them ticky-tack pass interference calls and all that other shit. I don't like that at all.
I mean, I'd rather ref in the NFL than the NBA though.
Yeah.
Nigga, then you really gonna hear a whole bunch of bullshit. Nigga, every time you go up and down the court.
That's a fucking foul, yo. The fuck?
We gonna talk about that too though, because niggas is getting hacked. I mean, I ain't complaining though. I like it. But,
all right, so moving on from that game, the Bucks lost on the road to the Saints, and it was bittersweet for the Saints because they showed that they were like a really, really good team, but they also lost Jameis Winston for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Was it a hit, like, or he just stepped wrong?
So he was getting tackled, like somebody was grabbing him from behind, and his knee kind of like buckled. Like, I don't want to put it on the screen because I don't know, but his knee kind of like
went
back, but it's
him.
kind of thing. But the Saints pulled out the dub. Shout out to the Saints defense because the Saints defense has been elite for the past like 3 years, led by Demario Davis, Cam Jordan, Marcus Williams, Malcolm Jenkins, Marshawn Lattimore. They got dudes over there, bro. And they came to play, and they have the Bucks number because they beat them twice in the regular season last year. They lost them in the playoffs, but they beat them twice in the regular season last year, and they beat them a third time in the regular season. So
they have the Bucks number.
They definitely do.
That's still their division. They just got Tom Brady over there at the moment. Saints still run that division.
It doesn't change my opinion on the Bucks either, because the Bucks they didn't have Antonio Brown. Gronk didn't play the second half. So
Tom Brady gonna lose some games. We're gonna lose some games.
All right, so the last game that I'm gonna touch on is the Chiefs sneaking by the Giants. Now,
how many times is my man gonna throw the ball off a nigga helmet? Like, how many times is his receivers gonna let? How many times is gonna happen? Travis Kelce having one catch, then he get a second catch, then he fumble the ball.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them, bro. I have no idea what's wrong with the Chiefs at all. It's like they turned, like, the Monstars just took all their power and shit. It's like they don't know what they're doing anymore. It's weird.
And then you seeing the players saying this is one of the most toxic fan bases.
Nigga, every fan base is toxic.
And then especially when you win, now they spoiled.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say that about every fan base. But I don't know about every fan base though, because I was gonna say, like, when the Warriors was winning, niggas wasn't really, and then they started losing. They wasn't on niggas' heads. But at the same time, they lost a lot of people, so it's different.
Injuries. Yeah.
I don't know what to think about the Chiefs though. It's like, and what three of their wins came against the NFCs. They beat the Eagles, the football team, and the Giants.
Oh, man.
And the only other team that they beat was who else did they beat? God damn it, I'm not remembering. Who did they play their first game? I gotta see. Now I gotta go look to see, because they beat the Browns in week 1.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, it was they were at home, but yeah. So, and their schedule coming up is tough, bro. It's super tough. The next 3 games, they gotta play the Packers. They get the Packers at home. Then they gotta go to Vegas, and then they get the Cowboys at home.
Yo, so the Packers, that's this week coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they got to do something about these Sunday and Monday night games, bro.
But this is like the 4 o'clock, like, game of the week game. So,
all right.
But the primetime games are still last though. Week 9 primetime games are still last. You got the Jets and the Colts on Thursday.
It's probably gonna be entertaining.
It probably is. I like, for some reason, bad teams when they play. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football is a banger. You got the Titans and the Rams.
Yeah.
And then Monday Night Football is interesting. I would say at least it's interesting. This game yesterday was not interesting. I didn't give
Who's
it.
again? The Steelers and who?
It's Steelers and the Bears. That's at least interesting.
Yeah, you're right. See Justin Fields. We ain't really
Because
see
it's
Justin Fields.
because the Steelers are like still trying to make a playoff push. They're 4-3.
Yeah,
So it's like they can still make the playoffs. So yeah. All right. So moving on from that shit, we got our players of the week. One AFC, one NFC. For me, I'm gonna go first. In the AFC, I got Mike White, the quarterback from the Jets. 37 of 45, 405 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, he had.
37 of 45.
Yeah, he was throwing the hell out the ball.
So it's out there, huh? Yeah.
Oh,
Bengals defense is not sweet.
Did you see? I'm putting it on the screen now. Did you see that Keelan Cole catch that wasn't a catch?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
His whole body, whole leg was in there. Like,
that shit was
he landed in the
crazy.
end zone.
And I seen something else. I don't remember if it was that touchdown, but somebody had some Shaq-Gnosis cleats on.
Oh yeah. Niggas wild.
I ain't never seen that a damn mile.
Them boys creative out there.
Who you got for your AFC Player of the Week?
I gotta go with the boy Justin Simmons. He was killing us. 7 tackles, 2 picks. I mean, Justin Simmons is one of the best safeties.
He's in the league, yeah.
Yeah, he's a dog. He's a dog.
You said
That's
7
all.
tackles.
2 picks.
Okay.
I think they both were on Hail Marys though, but this nigga
Fuck
was
it.
coming across the fucking field to get that shit.
And Player of the Week for me in the NFC, my boy Shaq Thompson, linebacker from the Panthers. 10 total tackles, 8 of them bitches was solo, a tackle for loss, and a pick against the Falcons in the dub that they got to get back on track.
Big one. Big one. In the NFC, I got Debo Samuel.
That should have been a
Catch-
touchdown, though. The one he ran out, no, that wasn't a touchdown. They ended up reversing it. But
Wait,
yeah.
oh yeah, the one that he fucking went 90-something yards.
Yeah.
That's how I got you got to get in there. But that boy was tired. But yeah, 6 catches, 171 yards. A good one. Who they just played?
The Bears.
And then the Bears almost had him for a second.
They were winning for a good portion of the game.
Yeah. Thought they was gonna get it done, but I guess the Niners ain't think the Bears was gonna put up that much points. They was like, hold it.
Nah.
We got it.
That
We
touchdown
got it.
Justin Fields had was crazy.
Well, he's
So
very
glad
good. I guess
that-
at Ohio State he had to show all that.
Nah, he can run.
Yeah, he got that.
Yeah.
He got that.
So moving on to week 9 of the NFL, we got some games of the week. We already named a couple of them, but I'm gonna give them all to you in a formal matter. So the first game that I want to watch is weird. It's 2 bad teams, but it's gonna be interesting to see the Texans and the Dolphins. The race for the number 1 pick is active. It's going right now, and both of these teams are in the running.
So my dog Tyler.
He's supposed to be playing this week, this coming week, because you remember he had a hamstring injury and recovering from that and shit like that.
Where's the game in Miami? Jeez, that's
But
gonna be a good
Miami
one.
is so bad, bro. I know I keep saying it, but they had a tight end go in motion and they snapped the ball off of his arm and all of this other shit. But they were, to credit to them, they were in that game with the Bills for the majority of it until the end. So
Yeah, I don't understand. Their defense, I guess, is still like that.
it's okay. They force turnovers, but it's not like they're not like shutting people down. And the Texans, I thought they were gonna lose like 38-0 to the Rams, but they made it a fight. They ended up scoring 22 points. So they showed some fight in their loss. But this should be fun and interesting to watch, especially if Tyrod Taylor's playing. So
Yeah. Tyrod Taylor playing, I might take the Texans.
yeah. Let's pick these games. So I'm just gonna say for sakes, Tyrod Taylor's playing in this game.
Yeah.
You said you're taking the Texans.
Yeah, I don't like going against Tua, but I'm gonna take the Texans.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
He better win this game though. He about to get fired if he don't.
Yeah, but I don't know what the hell they're doing down there, bro. I have no idea what they're doing, but I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I'm doing this because I love you, Tua, and you've been playing solid. So the next game we got is the Panthers playing the Patriots. The Panthers are playing at home. Mac Jones is on a roll right now. The Patriots are on a roll right now. They won 2 in a row. Against one good team. I was gonna say 2 good teams. They beat the Jets, and then they went on the road and beat the Chargers on the road. Like, okay, I see you, bro. Who you got in this game? I'm going with the Patriots.
Stephon Gilmore against the Patriots.
I forgot about that. He had the game sealing pick. It's in Carolina.
That was ice too. That was a good ass pick.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't want to go with Sam Darnold and all this.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm picking. That's why I'm picking the Patriots.
But you said it's in Carolina.
Yeah.
Ooh, Stephon Gilmore gonna be looking to make some plays.
They got some guys on defense. I didn't know they had AJ Boye too. They had AJ Boye over there too.
AJ Boye. Yeah, he was somewhere last year bullshitting.
I think he was in Denver.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, that's where it was. He went from Jacksonville to Denver. Bullshit. And then I'm going with the Panthers. They got them DBs for that boy Mac Jones. It's gonna be.
They got a good defense, so it's gonna be a defensive battle. And keep it on with you. I just rock with the Patriots defense. The Patriots defense is great, and Sam Darnold, I cannot trust him at all. So
McCaffrey not playing most likely.
I doubt it. I feel bad for bro.
That's gonna be a good ass game, bro.
For sure.
I'm rock with the Patriots though, just because. Sam Darnold not looking no better than a rook, but he is a rook. So.
So, the next game. This is an interesting game. I don't know if anybody's talking about this or not. The Vikings are going on the road to play the Ravens.
Very interesting.
This is gonna be interesting.
The Ravens are home again.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
God damn.
They're gonna have to go on like a long road trip.
They're gonna be in that cold too.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Ravens.
Coming off a bye week, they got blown out at home. I think they're gonna come out ready to play, and I'm gonna go with the Ravens too.
But this means this most likely the end of the Viking season.
That sucks.
They're gonna be 3-6.
That sucks. Bad, but
Kirk Cousins is gonna be coming to play that game.
What was up with him on Thursday? Not Thursday, on Sunday. What was up?
Bro, I didn't see it today.
I wasn't really paying attention to it too much. But
I seen they let that nigga Zeke and Amari eat on that last drive though.
Yeah, CD was cooking too.
Oh my God. I was like, this what they pay off for right here.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 plays.
That catch Amari had was crazy too. That game was.
Yeah, we knew that was. We knew he was gonna catch that too.
All right. So we got 2 more games, which is the 2 probably the most game like primetime games. The Packers going on the road to play Kansas City. I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Is this the first time Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes played?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that.
It has to be.
Jesus. Damn it, Pat. It's not the time you're supposed to be running into Aaron Rodgers right now. You're supposed to be on your shit. You think Devontae and them gonna be back by then?
I think Devontae may be. I don't know about Lazard, and I don't know.
Yeah, the Chiefs don't got nobody to stop anybody on that offense. So, give me the Packs.
Yeah, and I don't trust the Chiefs' offense because they keep turning the ball over. So
yeah, that's gonna be a good one though.
Right. And Sunday Night Football, the Titans going to LA to play the Rams with their newly minted team. We're gonna talk about that in a second.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
Yeah,
I think what's his name gonna have to throw the ball.
Ryan Tannehill.
I don't know if this is
the team you want to throw.
You really want to throw the ball again.
Mm-hmm.
Then we don't even know if Julio playing. So yeah, the Rams.
These are true statements. All right, I'm going with the Rams as well. Hey, Cooper Kupp had a hell of a week too. I forgot to say something. Cooper Kupp tore the Texas ass up. He's gotten off in every game he's played. Shout out to Cooper Kupp.
Indeed.
Now to wrap up the NFL today, Tuesday. Go ahead.
The Browns versus the Bengals.
I seen that, but it's just like we was gonna talk about that with OBJ, but let's talk about it now. Fuck it. What's up with Baker Mayfield, bro? What is he doing?
I don't know.
This shit is a mess.
He's banged up. The whole team is banged up.
Everybody on that team is hurt. Jarvis Landry's out there gimping around, fumbling the ball, all this other kind of shit.
Yeah,
Odell Beckham is getting set up by his quarterback.
Didn't he drop one though?
Odell?
Yeah.
Technically. So
yeah.
I'll put it on the screen. It was one where
like 5 yards from the TD, right?
Nah. He was throwing the ball deep. They were bracketing him. And he was gonna go. If he would have went up and caught that, he probably would have got destroyed. So he went up and he seen the dude and he kind of just like pulled back. But it was if he would have threw a better pass, it would have been fine. But Odell still could have went and got that.
Yeah.
But outside of that, we talked about this 3 weeks ago.
What are they, 4-4?
Yeah, they're 500. This probably not gonna happen because the trade deadline ends in like 10 minutes. In the off season, I'm gonna say, should the Browns trade Odell Beckham? No.
Forgot all about that.
Yeah, should the Browns trade Odell Beckham in the off season?
Yeah, just so we can stop talking about this shit. Like, goddamn. I mean, because you go hand to hand. Like, Baker Mayfield is not I don't think he's intentionally singling Odell Beckham up. Like, it ain't like he not meaning to throw that man the ball, but
and he doesn't have shoulders right now either.
Right, he don't got shit.
I don't know why he's playing.
Right, then you seen that in the fourth quarter, that got smacked out of bounds, landed straight on the shoulder.
And he get up.
Like, oh, yeah, right. And that's why they like him.
That was so stupid, bro. He was teed. He was turned up.
And that's why we like Baker. I don't know. Odell Beckham, bro, this is also, I ain't gonna say his karma, but this is shit he brought on himself.
With what?
With the great Eli Manning, which is true. Eli Manning couldn't throw the ball, whatever he was saying, all that shit. But that's Eli Manning, nigga. And you got Saquon Barkley. Like, what? Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham? Mm-hmm. The Giants would be cool right now.
Yeah.
With Danny Jones. Mm-hmm. So he fucked his own shit up. Then they sent his ass to Cleveland. Nobody thought the Browns was gonna be this good and shit. So he should be happy.
I don't think he's upset. I just like
this ain't what he thought.
I don't think this is what anybody thought. Mm-hmm. Nobody thought that when this was gonna come, it was like they're not gonna work out. I was thinking that, but it is what it is.
Oh, it is what it is. And then at the end of the day, they're a running football team anyway. So maybe they should trade him.
Trade him for some help on defense or something. I don't know. Yeah. Or a receiver that better fits with Baker, maybe somebody bigger or
somebody bigger, yeah.
All right.
Odell, I don't know.
So
I don't feel bad for Odell though.
We got 2 trades that happened yesterday. We're gonna start with one that happened this morning. We're gonna start with the smaller one. Melvin Ingram was traded from the Steelers to the Chiefs for a 6th-round pick.
That's tough.
I don't think that does.
He cover though?
No, he's a pass rusher.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's gonna help that, but.
And then
I'm cool with that.
I don't know. Nice. I don't care about it. It happened, so yeah. And the big one, the big fish. I didn't expect this at all yesterday. Von Miller traded to the Los Angeles Rams for a 2nd and 3rd round pick. Yeah. That's crazy.
They've been trying to let go of him for a while, though.
That's just crazy, bro. I know he's been having injury issues and things like that, but goddamn, goddamn Rams, y'all really trying to get this championship? They not playing. They really want this championship, bro. Like, not playing any games.
Already got one, don't he?
Yeah, he got one.
That's dangerous. I know Russell Wilson glad he don't got to see them no more. You know, he might have to.
No, I'm about to say they might have to. When did they play? They gonna. You see, he got the pin out of his finger, right?
Bro, this nigga Russell Wilson about to play. Cause they got a bye week this week. He about to play next week. Something wrong with that man, bro. Season over, bro.
He love football, man.
He love football.
And they got to play the Packers too.
Who, the Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn.
So next week they're off. This week, next week they got the Packers. Then they got to see the Cardinals. Then the football team, Texans, Rams, Bears, Lions, and then Cardinals.
Somebody come off the bye week, he got to play the Pack.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
And then they see the Cardinals. And then they get Washington. Then the 49ers. And then the Texans. And then they see the Rams. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're 3-5. They can attempt to make a push to get back into the picture.
Oh, God.
And does this change any of your opinions about the Rams? Their chances of winning the title. I know they're already up there, but does this solidify them as the top team in the AFC in the NFC?
Nah, you still gonna have to do that work. You still gotta win them games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's no favorite right now in the league.
Nah, I mean all the favorites is in the NFC.
Yeah,
ain't nobody really picking nobody at the AFC at all.
But y'all got all the quarterbacks over there. Well, not y'all, but the AFC got all the quarterbacks over there.
Yeah.
we just got the next team.
Mm-hmm. You got what quarterbacks? You got Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar, what's his name? Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, I guess.
Derek Carr. Got Mac now.
Joe Burrow. Ryan Tannehill, Carson Wentz. And then in the NFC, you still got Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray.
Yeah. The GOAT, A-Rod. Mm-hmm. One of the GOATs.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty even, but it's just like the team, they got more complete teams in the NFC than in the AFC. Yeah. So that's gonna wrap up football talk for this week. After this, we got basketball, man. So stay tuned with the Cozy Corner, man. All right, y'all, we back. So NBA talk, basketball talk. This is fun. The NBA so far through 3 weeks has been fun, bro. Like just pure unadulterated fun. So, but it's fun, but it's different than what we thought it would be going into the season. Very different, especially in the East. The standings in the East are crazy. That's first and foremost. I'm going to read off the standings for you. In the Eastern Conference, the 1 seed is Chicago at 6-1. Number 2 is Miami at 5-1. Number 3 is the Knicks at 5-2. Number 4 is the Wizards at 5-2. 5-2 is the Sixers at 5th. 6 is Toronto at 5-3. 7th is Charlotte at 5-3. 8th is the Nets at 4-3. The Hawks at 4-3. 9th, 10th is Cleveland at 4-4. 11th is Milwaukee at 3-4. 12th is Boston at 2-5. Orlando, Indiana, and Detroit are 13, 14, and 15.
They're done. Already.
Who?
Well, maybe not Indiana, but Orlando and Detroit done with.
Oh, Indiana might be done because they need to blow that shit up. Blow it up, buddy.
But Paris just came back, though.
Blow it up, buddy. Start over with Karras and Chris Duarte. They both the same age, so you might as well just
Why would they draft him?
Because they need niggas that can score.
Yeah, but they don't need a guard. I mean, they have all positions. That's
what I'm saying, but all You got Sabonis, you got Miles Turner, and then T.J. Warren's been hurt for like 2 years.
Bro, what happened to him? Did he broke his leg or something?
He broke something in his foot, and I think he's been having like complications like ever since. Like he'll try to come back and he'll re-aggravate it or hurt it again or something like that. And then you still got O'Shea Brissett out there. O'Shea Brissett is solid. He'd be better on a better team. He'd be more like popular on a better team. He's still good though. They got Torrey Craig over there. And then
He had 20.
he put this on the screen. KD snatched his motherfucking soul. Good God.
That boy Torrey turned into a scorer. He said, "Hold up, I
can still hoop.
Respect
Stop
for
playing.
myself."
Stop playing. You see me play defense in Denver and in Phoenix, but I can still hoop. But the real thing I want to talk about was 4 teams that are looking like at the bottom of the conference relative to where we thought they would be. Brooklyn, Atlanta, Milwaukee, and Boston. Brooklyn is at 8. Atlanta's at 9. I'm not really too worried about those 2 teams because they're like 4 and 3. And there's still a bunch of time. I'm not too worried about any of these teams, but Milwaukee's 3 and 4. And they beat the Nets. They beat the Spurs, I want to say. I don't know who all they beat, but they have injury problems. And it's just Giannis out there right now. There's no Chris Middleton. There's no Drew Holiday. There's no Brook Lopez. And Drew has an ankle injury. Chris Middleton is in health and safety protocol. And Brook Lopez has a back injury. They're in a hole right now. Do you think they'll be able to dig themselves out of it, or is this like a championship hangover type of thing?
Yeah, they'll be all right.
They'll be cool.
Get out of there.
I think they'll be cool too.
One of those teams that you named, over with.
Boston.
Yeah, over with.
Did you see what it just? So I sent this to you yesterday.
Yes.
I'm gonna read the quote. Marcus Smart. They just to give you context. The Celtics are 2 and 5. They blew a 14-point lead, and at one point in the game, the Bulls went on a 38-9 run in 10 minutes. 39-8 or 38-9 run. And after the game, Marcus Smart was interviewed, and I guess they were asking about why they're struggling and things like that. And here's what he had to say. I would just like to play basketball. Every team knows we're trying to go to Jason and Jalen. Every team is programmed and studied to stop Jason and Jalen. I think everybody's scout report is to make those guys pass the ball, and they don't want to pass the ball. That's something they're going to have to learn, though. They're still learning, and we're proud of the progress that they're making, but they're going to have to make another step and find ways not only to create for themselves, but to create for others on this team to open up the court for them. Later down in the game God damn, I can't read. Later down in the game where they're always having to take those tough shots or take matchups when they don't have to get a one-on-one, they can bring a trap. It's something we've been asking them to do, and they're learning. We just got to continue to help those guys do that. Sounds frustrated. At 2 and 5.
I don't like a hooper that just won a hoop. That's what he said. That's the first thing he said, right?
Yeah, I just want to hoop. I just want to play basketball.
Just want to hoop, man. Pass that ball around.
But I get it, though. But I feel like that's a part of the process because the way that they started off being in the playoffs, but they were surrounded by guys that were already solidified and knew how to win. Like Kyrie knows how to win. Isaiah Thomas and them, they were winning. Well, Isaiah Thomas was before Jason Tatum, but Jaylen Brown was on that team.
Yeah.
And then after that, it kind of just grew. They had Gordon Hayward. They had Al Horford. They had a bunch of veterans. But now, as them two just being the main guys, it's just like, I don't really know. But these are the growing pains of learning how to win in the NBA as a superstar. I feel like I don't know if we're blowing this out of proportion or people are blowing it out of proportion, but I did think the Celtics would be better than they are right now, but I don't know if they'll be able to get it on track because they're ahead in most of these games and they end up blowing the lead or they're not hitting shots, they're not getting good shots, and it's just like weird.
They ain't hit 1-3 against us the other night.
In a game that went to 2 overtimes. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's just crazy. All right. Now, moving on.
Yeah, Marcus Smart supposed to get that ball. Like, yeah, he's not really a 1 either. Like, he was a 1 in college, but that's just because he's the best player.
He's a playmaker though.
Really a 1.
He's a hell of a playmaker though. I give him that.
So but the one's supposed to. He'd be my 1.
Yeah,
but he ain't really a 1.
But it's Dennis Schroeder's out there too. They got a hodgepodge of guys though. It's like after Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, it's Marcus Smart, Peyton Pritchard, Dennis Schroeder, Josh Richardson. Who else is on that team? Al Horford.
He don't pass the ball.
Nah, he don't though. Who else is on that team? I'm blanking on who else. Is Robert Williams.
That cares about defense on that team is who?
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I think he hurt right now.
I don't know. Hold on. But yeah, the Celtics is just like, we're gonna see if they figure it out. That's the good thing about the season. You'll be able to see if they're gonna figure it out or not. It's still early. They only play 7-8 games, so they should. Now,
yeah, they should figure it out.
Moving from the East to the West, the West is more normal, I would say, from what our predictions were, outside of the Lakers having their struggles and things like that. The Warriors, I want to talk about the Warriors. The Warriors are 5-1. They're second in the West right now, behind the Jazz. They lost to the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies they've been hot. They're either 3-3 or 4-3. Ja Morant is playing at an absolutely crazy level. He's hooping his ass off.
They say one of the hardest studies in the league.
Yeah. They played like the Clippers, they played the Nuggets. They played the Nuggets again on Thursday. They played the Nuggets last night. They played the Warriors, they played the Lakers, the Blazers. They played everybody in the West that's hard to play.
Yeah.
But back to the Warriors. They're second right now in the West. And they don't have everybody back yet. They don't have James Wiseman back, Klay Thompson. Jonathan Kuminga's probably going to start. He might play. I don't know. They might send him and Moses Moody to the G League. Not on some like they suck shit, but just like to keep their development curve going, because they're probably not going to play with this team with how deep they are.
Yeah. Because
Moses Moody's he's active and he probably gets like 2 or 3 minutes a game. So, all right, my question with the Warriors was, by the time the All-Star break comes around, I'm assuming Klay will probably be back by then. James Wiseman will be back by then. Do you think they'll still be within that top 3 in the West?
Before I give them top 4, I think they're going to end the season top 4.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that worries me about them is their turnovers. They turn the hell out of the ball. They turn over a lot. That's the reason why they lost to the Grizzlies, because they were up by like 19 at a certain point in the game, and they kept turning the ball over, and it was unforced turnovers. It's not like they were playing like excellent defense every time. They would either make an errant pass. They had an 8-second violation. They were just turning the ball over for like no apparent reason.
When we play that fast-paced ball, we got a lot of young guys out there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, he don't like turning over.
You covering your mic.
Draymond, I know he don't like that turning the ball over all the time stuff. So they're gonna get that right.
All right. So after that, the Suns and the Clippers. Now, these were 2 teams that we were thinking are going to be at least the Suns. We were thinking they're going to be top 3 at least at this point in the season. They are under 500. They're 2-3. Chris Paul hasn't been playing well. We talked about it before with the whole DeAndre Ayton situation. DeAndre Ayton's been hooping, though. I'll give him that. DeAndre Ayton has been hooping. Devin Booker had a great game the other night against the Cavaliers. Him and DeAndre Ayton really dominated that game. And the Clippers, they're 2-4. They should be fucking 1-5. They came back and won against the Thunder, and I watched the end of that game. Paul George has been the only bright spot on that team, out of everybody.
Yeah.
Eric Bledsoe had a good first game, and after that, he had 12 points, and he had like 3, 4, and 5 points in the next 3 games. Reggie Jackson has been Reggie Jackson that we know. Even though he'll come up big in some spots, but I'm not relying on Reggie Jackson. Serge Ibaka's still hurt. I said Klay Thompson. Kawhi is hurt. So it's like I don't know what they're gonna do, and they can't. I don't. So this is the next thing we were gonna talk about. I'll get into it now. They haven't been able to put points on the board. I think they played in like 2 or 3 games where they've had under 100 points. They barely got over 100 last night, but this brings me to a point where we're gonna talk about the foul thing, because there's another factor to the low scoring, but we'll talk about the foul thing first. So. You said earlier that you like some of the non-calls and the foul baiting thing. I agree.
Yeah.
But
I don't like it when it's against Bradley Beal. Anybody else? Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like foul baiting because it's like it's not. I don't know. I just don't like it. But it is still smart. But the foul baiting thing kind of took out, especially at the rim. I see this a lot at the rim. There's a lot of non-calls at the rim, where somebody will clearly get hit, and they won't call it.
Yeah.
That has had an impact on scoring, but...
And they never with Dame Lillard. Did you see the Sixers game last night?
I didn't know.
Boy, that boy Dame was getting fouled all night. They wasn't calling nothing. He hitting. And Dame, he's still hitting.
Yeah.
And he not even, Dame, he try to be respectful to the rest, but even he's starting to get a little...
Get pissed off.
Yeah.
But... Another part of them, like the scoring being down in general in the league, is there's a new ball. There's a new basketball.
I didn't know that.
They changed the basketball over the summer. It's no longer Spalding, it's Wilson, and it's different. So
I like the ball anyway.
It's different, bro. Paul George talked about it. He's like, the ball is different. You've been seeing a lot of air balls. You've been seeing a lot of like bad shooting, and I didn't think about that at all. That's an interesting point. I didn't think about that because even if you're used to the ball, you've been used to playing with a certain basketball for however many years you've been in the NBA, and then it just changes, and you're expected to adjust to it over one summer, and that kind of explains it. That could be another reason why guys like James Harden, Trae Young, and all them guys are struggling scoring the ball because the ball is completely different.
But when did they find out about this? I mean, I guess
it was after the season ended, but still.
Yeah, I guess training with the ball and actually playing the NBA game with that ball is 2 different things.
Yeah.
So, I guess we can't say that's not no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't think that's too much of an excuse, bro. We play with a different basketball every day. Matter of fact, we ain't in the league.
That's true.
But
so
we play with a different basketball all the time.
All right, so you answered probably my first question that I had about this. Now, once everybody's used to the new ball, do you still think it's going to be lower scoring with the way the referees are calling games?
See, like I said, I didn't know it was a new ball until you just told me that. So I'm just thinking it's just early season shit. Niggas got to get right, get in shape.
It's all 3 of them, to be honest. It's beginning of the season, new ball, new refereeing, everything.
Mm-hmm. But I think as the season goes on, we'll get back.
Okay.
Should get back. Hopefully we not at least as far as all these damn air balls for the win.
Yeah.
Like how many times you want to see an air ball for the win?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
I feel like we done seen that more this year than all of last year.
Yeah, it's probably because of the new ball. That's probably where it comes into play. It's just like, I'm not used to shooting this ball 20 times a game or however many times. I'm pretty sure, to be honest with you, it probably affects the role players more than it does the star players because the role players don't touch the ball as much. And they only get 5 shots a game.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Affecting them shooters too, huh?
Yeah. I don't think there's been any like specialty shooter that's been well. Joe Harris hasn't been shooting that bitch. Who else? Yeah. Why am I blanking on names now?
Saying,
Duncan Robinson and
that boy, the Holiday, Justin, what's his name, the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they say even he's shooting a bad percentage this year. Started off.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. It's something to monitor throughout the rest of the season. So we'll see how that goes forward, my man.
Bradley Bill not shooting too well either.
He getting to that line though. At least some of the time. Or he's getting layups.
He might dunk on you too.
He might. That dunk he had against the Hawks was crazy.
Shit, he almost did that shit last night too. But I can't be mad at this. 5-2 niggas ain't expect that.
No, not at all. But they're really, really good. So, all right. So now next we got, since the last time we spoke on Thursday, what players have impressed you the most since the last time we talked?
I got it written down. I got 2 players.
Mm-hmm.
Start off with the rook. That boy Franz Wagner.
Franz. You see that dunk he had last night? I'm gonna put it on the screen. That dunk he had last night.
I didn't see that.
He dunked on.
He had 28 though.
He dunked on Cat and Jared Vanderbilt.
Damn.
Crazy.
I gotta see that.
That was crazy.
He averaging 15, 3 rebounds, 2 assists right now. He in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Michigan.
Who else you got?
Then for my second one, I got the boy Trez.
That's why I had on my shit to Trez, man. Hooping his ass off.
He been wild, man. He is the reason we 5-2, really.
Yeah, he's had
everybody we got from the Lakers.
Kuzma's been getting doubles. KCP been strapping up, locking up. Trez is getting 20 and 10s every night.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Trez, man, look like I might have to give me a jersey.
Trez was gonna be the fan favorite off top just because of his energy, but
that's what we needed.
Then this makes me wonder what the fuck were the Lakers doing last year with him?
They wasn't playing. We seen he was like the 10th man.
But I'm saying, like, when he was on the court, he wasn't doing like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
They probably tried to get him to tone it down. Then he also playing with AD, other big men.
But I'm glad to see he's back on that 6 man of the year level though. So for me,
and honestly, I was thinking about that last night, bro. The Lakers ain't want that, man. They just ain't want the Clippers to have him.
Exactly.
And that's crazy.
That's super wild. That's super duper wild.
That's what I realized that last night. I'm like, I didn't want that, man.
That's low key foul.
Is it a year that man? What?
Mm-hmm. So, for me, the guys that have impressed me, I got 3. So, first, we just talked about Trez. Trez has been, him and Bradley Beal as a duo is nice, bro. That pick and roll is crazy. If you post up Trez and then you have Brad cutting, getting easy layups, pull up jumpers, everything. That's just that's exquisite. Number 2 on my list of guys who have impressed me since the last time we spoke, OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby for the Raptors is trying to become their star player. He had 36 last night in a big win against the Knicks. He's been averaging like 26 over the past like 4 games. So
that's why they came back, huh?
Yeah.
36. I didn't know that.
And I'm going to keep bringing this shit up. I was a Nuggets fan. I'm no longer a fan of any team. I was a Nuggets fan, and in the 2017 draft, I wanted the Nuggets to draft OG Anunoby. He was the pick after the Nuggets selected. They selected Donovan Mitchell and traded him to the Jazz for Trey Lyles and Tyler Lydon. I'm going to keep saying that, even though the Nuggets are really good still.
Why would they do that? So you telling me they can have Donovan, Jamal, and Jokic?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I'm going to keep saying that shit.
And that's a ring.
I'm going to keep saying that shit. That shit is crazy.
That's a ring last year.
But not even if nigga, I wanted OG. I didn't care because they had Gary Harris at the time. So it's not like Donovan Mitchell's going to come in and just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and Will Barton, so it's not like he was going to come in and just be like a superstar. So I wanted OG Anunoby to replace Wilson Chandler, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And my third guy, we're going to go out to the West. And we're going to talk about my guy Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane been hooping. He's been hooping his ass off. 18 points a game. being the second best player on the Grizzlies. And yeah, he's been the second best player on the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson ain't been on nothing.
He averaging 18. Jaren Jackson ain't averaging no 18.
No. He hasn't been doing anything really. Like, nothing.
Except for getting some blocks. I seen him make a couple blocks.
Mm-hmm. He needed to step his game up. He just got paid. But I want to see more from Jaren Jackson.
Paid a little early.
Mm-hmm. Now, the last segment we got for the NBA, for the episode, is it's a game. Buying stock. Which young player, anybody in the under 24 in the NBA, are you willing to put money into to continue their great play throughout the rest of the season?
And that boy Evan Mobley.
How much? If we talking money, how much money are you putting down that Evan Mobley is going to continue to be at this level for the rest of the season?
I mean, what you mean money? Like contract? We talking about his contract money?
No, I'm just talking about like if you were betting.
If I was betting it, really, I'd be betting on not only him, the whole Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
The Cavaliers is playing really good.
They're at 500 right now. They beat the Hornets twice. Right. They beat the Clippers.
And they be the underdogs in every game.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes by double digits.
They do piss me off sometimes though, watching them.
Yeah.
Because they'll have these droughts where they just won't score and they'll just keep turning the ball over and giving up easy baskets.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
When they played
they wouldn't give up the Hornets.
That's what happened when they lost to the Suns and the Lakers. At a certain point in the Lakers game, they were in control for a majority of the game. And then LeBron was just like, yeah, I'm just going to take this game over. I'm just going to start hitting shots. There's nothing they could do about it. And then they started turning the ball over, and then it was game over. And then Melo started hitting threes, and it was over with. Melo been hooping, too.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. Seems like once Colin Sexton get in that mode, you know what I'm saying, it could be a good thing or a bad thing.
It's either or.
Yeah, his ass get the ball hard in 3-4 straight possessions. Like one of the possessions last night, the nigga passed the ball the whole shot clock. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Then they still got the ball back. The Hornets didn't even get the defensive rebound. So I'm like, bro, this nigga just ball hard for 24 seconds, and it's still their ball. I'm like, yeah, this is bad. The Hornets is it'll be bad.
I concede that point, but sometimes Darius Garland is bad too. He'll do the same thing. There's times where he'll be at like damn near half court just dribbling, and then he'll start to make a move and it don't go nowhere. Then he just pulls it back out, and it's just like, what do we do?
I seen that shit Kevin Love was talking about.
Yeah,
I see it.
But Ricky Rubio's been Ricky Rubio's been really, 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 really good.
Yes. The Cavs are a sneaky playoff team.
Sneaky. I wouldn't say playoff. I say play in.
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
Mm-hmm. For me, a young guy that I'm willing to put stock in, is Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony, 31 last night. He had like 28 the other day, 20 some, and he's been, to be honest with you, he's been the best player on that team.
Oh yeah.
And he's been a leader on that team too. Like if you're watching the games, you'll see like whenever the point guard will go talk to the coach, him and Jamal Mosley seem to have a great relationship already.
Yeah.
He's showing Jalen Suggs the ropes. He's showing Franz Wagner the ropes. He's instilling confidence in his teammates, and that's something I love to see. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to solidify his spot on the team even when Markelle comes back. So,
dude, that's what I was gonna say. What's that gonna look like?
They might have to get rid of him. Well, they just paid him, but his contract is very tradable. Yeah. But we'll see.
I just want to see go.
Mm-hmm.
Season.
Yeah. You got who else? Who else you got?
Young guy, Cole Anthony. That was good. Cole Anthony's playing really good this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like exceeding expectations. Who else? Young guy. I mean, Scotty, that boy Scotty. I mean, we can't talk about him enough. That boy Scotty Barnes.
That man is an animal, bro.
And then who else? 24 and younger.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about somebody in the West. I've been talking about all East players today.
I got somebody in the West. I'll go. A guy. I mean, he was in the Rookie of the Year conversations last year. Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton has been really, really good, bro. He's the thing that impresses me the most about him is he can control the game. His pace is excellent. He knows when to get his teammates involved and how to do it. He knows how to operate a pick and roll really well. He has a nice mid-range pull-up. He has a funky looking jump shot, but his pull-ups are nice. He can get to the rim, and him and De'Aaron are.
6'6", right?
I think he's 6'5" or 6'4", something like that. Yeah. Him and De'Aaron have been solid this year. They're 3-3 right now. They're at 500. They're still in the race. I think they're at 8th. Rashawn Holmes been hooping too. Double machine.
Yeah. Kings definitely gotta keep our eye on the Kings. Who else do I can't think of no young guys just really besides the Rooks.
You can go with Austin Reeves.
Oh, the boy in the Lakers. I ain't really. I mean, I be seeing him in the game, but I don't really be seeing him. My boy Terrence, man. Energy. Energy. I like it. You know, he only averaging 8 points a game.
No, I'm not saying like that, but I don't know. He had that one big scoring game, but other than that, it's just been like he's a good defender. He's a good role player. I don't think he's gonna be anything more than a role player, but yeah. Yeah,
awesome role player. But the Sixers could use him. I'd rather have him than Massey right now. Fuck.
I don't know about that long term though.
Nah, yeah, definitely not long term.
Because at least Tyrese Maxey can handle the ball.
But is Tyrese Maxey a starting point guard in the NBA?
Yes, I think so. He's not a superstar point guard.
One?
Yeah. He's sneaky, bro, because like he's quick. He has a nice jump shot. It's not consistent right now, but he has a nice jumper. He can shoot the ball. He can get to the rim, and he's a solid defender. I'm not saying he's great or anything, but he's solid. He's got quick hands and things like that.
I just don't like his fit on that team because he ain't gonna never. I mean, if he gonna right now, it seems like he's gonna take the wings of Ben Simmons.
He might, shit.
And I don't know if he ain't gonna be better than Ben Simmons.
No.
All I'm saying is he ain't gonna win no championship with the Six.
I don't think the Sixers gonna win a championship. They've been impressive though.
That's their expectation. Yeah, he's been pretty good.
I'm just saying the Sixers in general, like they're 5-2.
Yeah, no, them niggas suck. But I ain't gonna say they suck because they just beat the fucking Blazers.
I'm saying they 5-2, so it's like.
No, the Blazers is who really suck.
Nah, I can't.
That's what we need to
I can't rock with that because I was saying in my video I put out the other day, right? The Sixers aren't bad. They still got Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying?
But he wasn't playing.
Okay, you're right.
Him or Tobias.
Yeah, I was about to say Tobias didn't play either.
That's what I'm saying. What's up with them? They was losing the whole game.
Hey man, the Lakers lost to the Thunder. So shit like that can happen.
That's also without LeBron. You know that's not happening with LeBron.
You still got AD and Russ and Melo and like everybody else. So shit, and they was up by 26. Shit.
Yeah, Lakers are. Lakers are. I won't disagree with you on that.
What was I gonna say? But I kind of so now that when I seen them play the Clippers and they played the Grizzlies, I think they played the Grizzlies on Wednesday. They played the Clippers on Saturday. Yeah. I see the vision with their offseason acquisitions. Cody Zeller, Larry Nance Jr. I see it. I fuck with it because before last year, right? What was the Blazers' main problem? Defense, right? And they're playing better defense now than they have been in the past few years. Chauncey Billups has empowered Nasir Little. He's been playing really well. Anthony Simons has played well too. And
they don't have no offense.
Well, they gotta wait for. Well, Dame is struggling. You know what I'm saying? When Dame gets his shit together and he's back on that level, then you'll start to see them rattle off more and more wins.
But I mean offense by like plays, like it's ISO work for everybody. Norman, CJ, is ISO. Even Anthony
CJ.
ISO work.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, where the plays at? That's why I think we're so good this year because we went and plays, bro. I've never seen the Wizards run sets.
Yeah,
With
man.
Bradley Beal. Like, the boy. Wes Unseld got us running some offense.
Wes Unseld. Shout out to Wes Unseld Jr., man. Shout out to him. What else was I was finna talk about something else. I fucking forgot. God damn it. You seen Mo Bamba playing well, right?
Indeed, that's what I was gonna say when you was talking about Cole Anthony. Or instilling confidence in others. Obama's playing really good with Cole.
Oh, this is what I was gonna talk about. I don't think I'll ever watch another Rockets game this year. That shit is bad, bro. It's bad, bro. Like, it's
bad last year.
Bro, it's bad, bro. Especially without John Wall, it's bad, bro. At least John Wall plays at some point, but they're gonna have to figure out a contract thing because his contract is absolutely not trade. You can't trade that contract. Yeah. But bro, I watched them play the Lakers.
That was last night, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it was Sunday.
Or the night before.
Sunday night. Yeah. Oh my God, it was bad, bro. So, I know before the season, I was a part of this too. Everybody was on the Kevin Porter Jr. train. They're trying to play him at point guard. He's not a point guard. Jalen Green's not a point guard either.
Yeah, that situation. I knew that situation was done for when they got Jalen Green.
Well, I'm not saying that they won't be able to work together, but right now,
I don't see
neither one of them are point guards. One of them is gonna have to be a point guard.
I don't see that work.
Yeah.
Jalen Green. I mean, if I'm Kevin Porter Jr., you're not even better than me. But obviously, the organization is trying to play it that way.
No, they're trying to put him at point guard and make him be the point guard when he's not a point guard. He's a really, really good scorer. He's not a point guard at all. That's why they need John Wall out there. God damn it.
So what do you think? He just refusing not to play? Or?
Well, nah, they said they weren't going to play him so he didn't get hurt so they could trade him. But I think John Wall would really, really help them because say for instance, if you bring Kevin Porter Jr. off the bench, or if you bring, I would probably do that, right? Because if you give him a chance to run with the second unit, he'll have more freedom. And if you have John Wall on the floor with Jalen Green, then I would probably be better. But no.
They want to trade him. So.
They're fucking bad, bro. Like, really bad, bro.
Yeah, I won't be tuning into them.
They play the Lakers again tonight.
Yeah, man.
Them niggas the Lakers was having fun. And they almost fuck around and blew the lead. They only ended up winning by 10.
What was I about to say? Yeah, I'm not watching the Rockets until they play the Pistons.
The Pistons been bad too.
Yeah, CK versus Jalen Green. Besides that, I don't got no reason.
They play soon, right?
Hmm?
I'm pretty sure they play soon.
I hope so.
Let me see.
That would be tough. We gotta get the Pelicans. Well, I can't say that because when they were on TV against the Hawks. That was a good game, but I don't want to fucking see the Pelicans on TV.
They're better than the Rockets. Goddammit. They're better than all the teams in the NBA that have one. All the other NBA teams have one win. They're better to watch than the Pacers. They're better to watch than the Rockets.
The Pacers just fucking.
They're hurt.
Blow leads.
Like I don't know what's up with them, bro.
Like they start off the game crazy. Like even against the Wizards, started off the game crazy.
I don't get it, bro.
He didn't have Bill play that game. I think that's the game. That's the game when he was going crazy.
Yeah, he had 30. Kyle Kuzma was going crazy and all the other shit. Yeah. So I got one more thing before we get on up out of here. And I just fucking forgot it. God damn it. Yeah. Pacers. If the Pacers are to blow it up, right? This is just hypothetical speaking. Where would you want to see their main pieces go? Miles Turner, DeMontis Sabonis, guys like that.
Miles Turner, I want to see him on the Nets.
The Nets? That's a good fit. Yeah. They don't have nothing to trade, but yeah.
Yeah. They've been trying to let go of him low key anyway, ain't they?
They were trying to trade him last year. He was in trade talks last year.
Yeah, so that's should be coming soon.
Who else do I think Miles Turner
Sabonis can go anywhere.
Yeah, Sabonis can go goddamn anywhere. I think Miles Turner would be good in Dallas.
Indeed. That would be beautiful.
Yeah, him instead of KP, yeah.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
Because because Porzingis can't not stay hurt. He can't.
Yeah.
He always hurt.
Or maybe even Sabonis in Dallas. Because he gonna get them buckets. Kristaps, he playing. Sabonis gonna get them buckets. And
he gonna be in the post. He gonna be aggressive and be in the post. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, the Mavericks don't really have nothing to trade either.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, where could either one of them go?
No, they're not playing for the Pacers the rest of their career. So that's gonna be Sabonis is gonna be a big free agent when it's his time. Yeah.
Well, I don't. What is his contract situation?
He's probably gonna be the biggest one in his class.
It don't even matter. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode of the Cozy Corner. I hope y'all guys enjoyed. Once again, thank you for all the subscriptions and things like that. Really appreciative of that. We're gonna continue to run it up. Leave a like on the video, comment if you have any thoughts, and subscribe. Until next week, we out. It's the Cozy Corner, man.
Yep, that's another one.